for it to actually launch.
Welcome to everyone for the September 5th board meeting. And I'll have Melody, if you want to start, introduce yourself and go around the room.
Melody Martinson, Shoto Acantha.
Paula, Jaconetty, Clerk and Recorder.
Joe Dellwo, Commissioner.
Dick Snellman, Commissioner.
Sam Carlson, Commissioner.
Deb Coverdell, EMS and PES.
Ben Rhodes, Fairfield, or Fire Warden.
And welcome to everyone. We had 2 minutes, or 2 different meeting minutes, August 15th and 22nd.
I move to approve those 2 minutes.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to pass the minutes. All in favor? Aye. No road encroachments this week. We have budget resolution 2024-20. And it's been open for 2 weeks. Any questions?
I would move to approve.
Wait, you need to close the hearing.
Okay.
Sorry.
The hearing's been open for 2 weeks and we'll move to close it at this point.
No, I'll move to approve budget, or resolution 2024-20.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the budget. All in favor?
I think we need to have discussion. Do you have questions, Mel?
It looked pretty status quo to me. It didn't look like there were any big unusual increases. I think Paula talked with me about health insurance and liability insurance.
That really was about it. The salary increases were
Right.
the only
Right.
increase, and of course, on our front page, we were only allowed to increase for $44,504. So that
Right. And that was
taxable.
that was the, what was it, 2.8% that you were allowed to increase?
Yes.
And your taxable valuation stayed, it didn't decline? Just declined, yeah.
But not a lot.
Not a lot. And that, at the city office, when they were doing their budget, they said that small decline in taxable value was from people successfully appealing the reappraisal value on their homes from the reappraisal last year. Is that what you guys have heard too, or
No.
no? That they just were able to dial those numbers back just enough to cause a small.
Well, and our taxable value did go down a little bit, but when that happens, then our mills increase
Right.
to 100.723 from 98.54. So it always seems to.
Yeah.
That's
It
why out
offsets
of
itself.
right. That's why out of a how much $7,800,000 budget. I mean, we were only allowed to go up $44,504. So.
But we're buying no new road graders this year. We're postponing that.
Okay.
And Keith is not getting any new cars. The only purchase that we're anticipating is we're going to go out for RFP that we're in the meeting on there. That's
But those funds have already
I
been
was gonna say.
designated for the cap projects.
Yeah. And you have don't we have a levy that supports ambulance replacement?
Yep.
But it was really status quo, guys.
right.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
The CWPP, we can, Brian's
Yep, you bet.
on the phone right now. Maybe we'll just move down to the surplus mower.
I would move to declare our lawnmower surplus.
I'll second.
The motor blew up in it and it's 14 years old, so I think we'll advertise it and without a reserve. I
Right.
don't think it's worth much, so.
Probably not, no.
So it's been moved and seconded to advertise the courthouse lawnmower. All in favor? Aye. We're going to go out for RFP for ambulance. Do you have any comments, Deb?
Yeah, we've there is money in the cap projects to fund this, and then I also did apply for a grant through MDT again, and we'll hear in October, which is just a 10% match to replace another ambulance. We have 2 ambulances we ultimately would like to replace in the county, but the one that we're gonna go out for RFP is a 2024 all-wheel drive Ford Transit van, so it's the van style ambulance, so they're smaller, they cost less money, they get better gas mileage, and they actually are, if you want to say, a little more comfortable for patients to ride in. They're not quite as rough. It will also have the power cot in there and then the power load, so it would mainly be used as our transfer van from hospital to hospital. But
It will have the power cot and the power.
it's called a power load system,
Load
so it's
system.
it
Gotcha.
actually, with the push of a button, will lift the cot off the ground and move it into the ambulance.
And the thought is mostly using it for transfers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Although other agencies around the state of Montana that have them in their 911 fleet say they're very, very good for 911. They
As well.
a couple different sets of tires, and they do just as well in the winter as they do in the summer. So we'll see.
So Deb, are you guys trying to replace 2 this year?
Only if we get a grant for the secondary
Okay.
one. So that would be replaced through an MPT grant if we got it with a 10% match. So
What is the range of costs that you're expecting the RFPs to come back on?
200 and some, a little over 200 and some thousand.
This style ambulance is quite a bit cheaper than the old box style.
Okay.
I think it was like right at 200,000, and the old box ones are like 270.
Yeah, they're actually probably almost over
Over
300,000
300
now.
fully equipped.
By the time you get the cot system and the power load, because those in themselves are, 60 to 80,000 for the cot systems.
And that'll be included in your,
Yeah.
okay. And then what vehicle are we hoping to replace?
It would be the old A9, which originated as a brand new ambulance in Power, and then moved over to Shoto as their secondary ambulance.
And do we know year on that one, how old it is?
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is a box style. The one we're replacing is a box
Correct.
style.
Correct.
Okay. And Deb, just you guys do this on a rotation?
Yep.
Is it it's a planned rotation?
Yes.
And is that based on miles or years or?
Probably a little bit of both
Okay.
in use and the need for a specific truck in a specific area.
Well, in this 8.9, we've been having mechanical issues with it for 2 years.
Okay.
So it's time to go.
Still at the repair shop, isn't it?
Yes. We didn't want that happen. Lots of people did want to say.
Okay. Thank you.
The MDT grant was for, the one that I applied the grant for is for a box size, full size
Okay.
truck that would go to the Power area if we received that grant.
Okay.
Any other questions? If not, we need a motion to approve to go out for RFP or not.
Yeah, no, I'll move that we go out for an RFP for a
I'll
new
second.
ambulance.
It's been moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
And now the CWPP, Brian.
Sorry about that. So the contract that you have right there, there was still a remaining balance, some money we could use because we had $60,000 for the grant. So we added fire behavioral modeling to the CWPP plan, and that's the updated version. So our budget, the grant we have, will be able to utilize the whole thing.
Okay, cause I had a question on that, cause it was 49 and now it's up to
Yeah,
the
so
60, but.
So we had 60,000 allotted for the grant. I verified with the grant administrators, and they said that we could utilize the entire thing. Even after we had the RFP, we could add the additional service. So we're okay.
Okay, and this is gonna help your part too, so. Sounds good to me.
I would move to approve that contract.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the contract with Jensen Hughes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any commissioner reports?
I don't have anything.
Looks like the highway north of town is, there's no more people working on it at this point.
I guess mine would be that we lifted the fire restrictions
Yeah,
Oh, that's, yeah.
this week, so
Right.
people should be able to go in and get permits.
And I verified that I looked in there and it's open on
It's
Oh,
on
on the
permit
permit,
system.
and there's actually two, one from yesterday who called in, they're actually having permits, so
okay.
Oh, good, okay.
there is two in there right now.
All right.
And I did put that out right away on the campus website and via social media.
Appreciate that. Public comment? Public notices? Our next meeting is the 19th. Same time, same place. And with that, there's no other comments, I'll adjourn the meeting.
Put that